Hello, everybody. I'm Romy, and this is Mark. I think you all know who we are anyway. However, we are going to do a little bit like what we did last week. We're going to do some Q&A, but we're going to do a little bit of talk first to kind of give you some direction, and then we'll open it up for questions after that. So what we thought we would talk a little bit about is planning for these next couple months moving into December. So historically, these months are pretty busy months as far as just business in general. The incentives are good. The volume usually ends up being really good. The people coming on board is usually pretty good, and December is usually a killer month. So the reason that December is a huge month is because it's the frankincense promotion. So we don't say yes, we're going to have a frankincense promotion in December, but we have had that in the past. And so, yeah. So it's important, one, to make sure that you are educated and your team is educated on all of the benefits of frankincense, because frankincense is just really an amazing oil. So who wants to talk about some of the benefits of frankincense?
I will.
Okay.
It is great for people who are dealing with heavy brain issues. And I have a lot of my friends that are in the hospital. If they can get a diffuser and frankincense in the hospital, that's the first thing I send to them as what am I trying to say here? Anyway, it's necessary. It's the solver of all things.
There. Awesome. Yeah. When in doubt, use frankincense. When in doubt, put it on the bottom of your feet or diffuse. I use frankincense for mood. That's one of the things that I forgot to use. Oh, man.
Let me run and get it right now, please.
Oh, the rose oil did great. So for mood,
funnel too.
Whatever. For mood, some people, it works great to put on the back of your neck. I have people that have amazing results on the back of their neck. Some people do it in capsule, and some people put it on the bottom of their or under their tongue. I have the best results under my tongue. So, and I have tried all different ways, and under my tongue really is what gives me the best results, and that is for mood. That is for the feelings that go along with depression, sadness, all of that stuff. So that really is beneficial. Frankincense is an amazing brain oil. I think that's where Iris was going a little bit with that. When I first started, Dr. Hill used to talk about, and I don't know if he still does, but he talks about that everyone should do 2 drops of frankincense under their tongue every day, because it is such a good brain oil. Breaks the blood-brain barrier. It's just super, super good for brain health in that regard. So that's just a little bit. That's really just a little bit of the benefits of frankincense. So I encourage you to do your research and just become super knowledgeable about the benefits of frankincense. So one of the other things that we are going to do is doTERRA has an amazing holiday brochure that they sent out. Sometimes people get pretty gung-ho, and we get excited about getting the product, and the product is unavailable. So Karina went and created her own an extra pamphlet that kind of goes along with it for different ideas for Christmas gifts and different things like that. So she's going to talk a little bit about that to kind of just help us think outside the box a little bit.
So I can actually do a screen share if you want, and I can just
great.
flip through it.
Okay.
You want to see that? Okay, so it'll just take me a minute. Let me see. Desktop
While she's getting that
and
ready,
share.
never mind.
Is that up?
Yes, it is.
Hey, I was
Well, there we
prepared. Okay, so is it a good view? You can see it okay?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so when I put the book together, I just wanted it to be simple ideas, and I did all of the breakdown on the cost. Just ideas that you can do. There's 35 pages, so I'm going to go.
Is that us or her, Kenzie? Oh, that must have been Karina.
Yes.
It might be, yeah, your service might not be good enough to do that. So,
Yeah. So anyway, I just went through and I broke down some of the spa stuff that's available to us. I'm going to actually click out of that so that I'm not buffering or anything, because my connection is really slow for some reason tonight. Sorry. Is that better?
Yep.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I took like all of the spa products and I split them out that they could buy them individually, so they have all of the prices with it. Then I also did them as the gift packs that they show on our back office. And then I went through and got do-it-yourself stuff from doTERRA's blog. And I put the link within that booklet because the booklet can be shared electronically or printed off. Are we still good?
Yep, we're good.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I may turn off my video so that you can actually hear me. And it does. So when I did the do-it-yourself stuff, I put pictures of the little gift idea, and all of the do-it-yourself has a particular oil that you can use on that do-it-yourself, like the salt bath, and then the ornament, the Christmas ornament that is filled with the salt bath. And then it has an essential oil with it. So then you have the price of the essential oil, you have a nice picture, and then I did diffuser blends. All of these are geared around small gifts. Romy had the idea of the hand sanitizer and putting that in a basket with some oranges and different things like that. So I put that as a kit that you could, or a gift to people.
Hold on just a minute there.
Oils.
That was actually, Karina, that was actually something that I heard from Sandy Truman. That's what they do for the hand sanitizers. I'd love to take that credit. Okay. However.
So then I did all of the diffusers on there, and I also put different trios of oils next to a diffuser. So it gives them an idea of how they could use it. So when they're sharing it with people that are looking for gift ideas, it's really right there in their face. The diffuser blends, because I've shared it with my downline, and the diffuser blends and the do-it-yourself stuff has been a huge hit because it's expanding how they thought about giving oils as Christmas presents. And it's not just for Christmas. It can be used for Thanksgiving. You can show up to somebody's house, or if they come to your house, you can give them a gift of essential oils and a little basket or something like that. And let me see, what else did I put individual oils in there as well. I just went through and did a multitude of things like that. But I loved the fact that on the program that I used, when I put the link for different information, they can just click on that if they get an electronic copy. So
Cool.
That's my team is gearing up because last November, doTERRA was amazing and did a BOGO during November. I don't know if they'll do that this year, but I'm really hoping. So I got it into my team's hand by the 15th of October so that they're prepping and they're saving money and they're starting to get the wheels turning in their head because Christmas is on you after Halloween. It just comes really quick. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. So when you're sharing it electronically and they click on that link, what link does it go to? Is it going to like your link, doTERRA's general link? How is that working?
When they're doing it, the do it yourself, it's going to the blog. But in the back of the book,
Okay.
It has my contact information and my number. So it'll take them right to my back office, or not my back office, but my office.
Yeah.
My business site. So
Awesome.
with that, when I shared it with my team, I just told them, this has to be done on a personal basis. Don't just give those out someplace randomly because everything will come back to me otherwise. And this is about a tool for them.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, and it turned out really, really nice. It's beautiful. Great job. Okay, so that's one idea for that. It really is. I am not a preparer and a planner when it comes to Christmas and stuff like that. So all of you guys that do that, kudos to you. I don't even buy Christmas presents. So, but I think being as just being aware that we have the most amazing gift that we can give. And I mean, if your people are on LRP, this might be a great opportunity to teach your people about the benefits of loyalty rewards, because if you're on loyalty rewards, you can save your points up all year long and have literally hundreds of points for free Christmas presents or whatever kind of gift that you want to give. Am I okay? Can you guys hear me? Okay.
We
Okay,
can hear
so
you. You just freeze once in a while.
Okay. One of the things that Kenzie was talking about today, and we've talked about it, some other people have talked about it, keep an eye on your back office for your sponsor change, that area where the sponsor change is. Because as people, if they enroll as a wholesale customer or they enroll as a wellness advocate and don't enroll someone, they will go to, I mean, there's a lot of switching that goes back and forth. But if they end up going to become a wellness advocate, they will show up in your sponsor change option in there. So that gives you an opportunity to move them. So just kind of keep an eye on that part of your back office. So that's something to keep an eye on for that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, and then we'll open it up for questions, is that because this is such a big growth time, I think it's really important to really have it, to be really aware and pinpointed what your community is gonna look like. What do you want your tribe to look like? And I'm sure that all of you already have a tribe that you have created, and so it's important as people come on, especially when they start to come on quickly, how are you going to help your leaders take care of the people that are coming onto your team? How are you going to nurture them? How are you going to empower your leaders to empower their team? Different things like that. The people that, as people come on board, to to your team, they are really looking for a community. And the more welcoming you can make your community, it's good heart-wise, and it's good retention-wise. If you help people feel like they belong, they're gonna stick with you. And the video that I just posted in Rockstars just a little while ago with Elise Chedevy, if you haven't watched that, I'm sure you haven't had time. I encourage you to watch that. It's super, super good. And it is all about making those contacts and having those contacts it's a continuous pipeline. And the way that you're doing that is solely by going out and making friends. It's not about going out and hammering people with doTERRA and all of that. It really is about just really caring about the people that you're coming in contact with, starting those conversations. And Curtis and Lisa talk about it all the time. It's that continuous asking questions and letting them talk about themselves. You want to continue that conversation, but it really is. Keep asking questions, because you want them to be talking about themselves more and more, and that your business will grow and thrive more by creating those relationships and those friendships and all of that than they will by you going and hammering them with your product or your business opportunity or whatever. We have an amazing product and we have an amazing business opportunity. What they need to know is that with them joining you, they will have an amazing person in their life that will love and serve them, and it will be of mutual benefit, and then doTERRA is something that they'll get on the side. So, and one of the other things that she was talking about is, and there was actually a little bit of talk this morning about the sales thing, is people are they get really freaked out about the word sales. I don't want to be a salesperson. I don't like that sales. I don't sell oils. Sales is and that was that way for me. Trust me. When I first started, that was one of the very first statements out of my mouth, and I was just hell-bent on, I am not going to be a salesperson. But those are just words. That really is a mindset. It's if you have a glitch, if you have a catch in your heart someplace about really what your job is as you're building your business, and that catch comes up as you're embarrassed because you're selling a product, then I'd be happy to talk to you. So we won't go into any of that now, but really, if we're having problems with that topic in particular, then it really is a matter of just building that confidence and really knowing we have the best opportunity, the best way that we can increase our income to be able to serve people. I mean, it's just like with, I don't know if you saw the car that Mark posted last night. I mean, it's just a small car, and it's not a ton of money. But if we weren't in doTERRA, we wouldn't be able to be doing any of that stuff. And a lot of us have people in our lives that have money issues. They have money block issues, and their issues end up coming on us if we allow that to be. There's absolutely nothing wrong in the world to make as much money as possible, because the more money you make, the more Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Oh, you should have heard what she just said. You guys missed
You
the
just
most
missed.
amazing
Yeah.
talk that she's ever given.
It was amazing.
it again. It was getting really juicy.
Where did you leave off?
Oh boy.
I think the last thing we heard was a lot of people have money blocks.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people we have people in our lives that have money issues. They have that, for lack of a better word, it's noble to be poor. Rich people are jerks, rich people are whatever kind of negative thing you can think of. And it really is, there's just different ideas and feelings and emotions and thoughts that people that we really care about can put on us to prevent us, if we accept that, to prevent us from moving forward. And it really is the most important thing to think about is money really magnifies who we are. So if we're good, loving, caring, giving people, that money is just going to make it better because we are just going to have more to give back and to help more people. If we are jerks in general, it doesn't matter if we're rich or poor, we're just going to be jerks. So money is only going to make our life better because if you're on our team, it's already a given. You love people and you want to help people. So make a ton of money so you can help more people. That's just the way that it is. And I was being kind of funny about it earlier, but seriously, if you do have some kind of a issue in your heart with money or sales or anything like that, I am more than happy to talk to you. It won't be a smackdown, I promise. I will talk it through with you because it's super important. And the reason that I'm talking about this is because I went through all of that when I started this. Those are things that I worked through, and I know how it feels to have those feelings, and I know how freeing it feels to not. I know how it feels to be afraid for somebody to ask me some of those questions, and I know how it feels to be ready and just like bring it on. I will totally have that conversation with you. So it's a totally freeing feeling when you break loose with that. So I'm sure you all have communities and tribes started. If you don't, I encourage you to do that. Like I said, it's just a matter of time. It doesn't matter how small or how large your tribe is right now, it's going to grow. So be prepared for that, and just be prepared to love on people and celebrate people and just kind of have a little plan in that regard, because the next couple months are going to be pretty exciting. So that's what I have with that. So let's do some Q&A.
Do you want to reset your video? We can hear
Am I
you really
frozen?
good, but you're frozen. Unless it's just
Okay.
on me that you're frozen.
How's that? Is that better?
Maybe it's just me.
Is my head
Maybe.
moving?
Maybe you're looking at Kenzie's and not at Romy and Mark's, Karina.
So everybody on my screen is frozen, so it's my connection. Sorry.
Okay.
So like Romy was saying, the next few months, every year, typically after convention, everybody's all fired up and everything, and things really go gangbusters anyway. But doTERRA has also they've recognized that fact. So they're doing things like the promotion now for October. I would imagine that since the whole team wide everything's going crazy, I would imagine your personal your OVs are a bit larger than normal. We're at a point now with the team OV. We're about a week ahead of where we normally are. So, and that's because of the promotion this month. And like Trina said, next month, we don't know for sure yet, but I would be willing to bet that there's going to be BOGOs, just because doTERRA wants to keep that momentum going. And then January December with the frankincense, which usually goes into January again. So doTERRA is really on everybody's side as far as that goes, to keep that momentum going. So just get ready for it. There's no better time to enroll people than now, because of all the extras they're going to get. And there's no better time than now to enroll people with a bigger kit than they may normally get because of the incentives. So just get ready for it, like Romy said.
So if you, also that closing video that I posted, I actually watched it quick again before I came on. And she had, one of the things that she talked about was, it was a really good point about not assuming people's, their intent or their income. I am totally guilty of that, by the way, and I'm way better at it. But it's really easy for me to just kind of minimize and let people. I assume that they will want something less than what than they do. And Mark is really good about, well, what about the Natural Solutions Kit? They need the Natural Solutions Kit, and it's not. The Natural Solutions Kit isn't just about having someone enroll with a big kit. The Natural Solutions Kit is amazing, one, because of the Lifelong Vitality Pack, but also because of the benefit that they will get with the extra savings with their loyalty rewards, the extra points. They get a little bit of everything in there. They really do get a good taste of all of the products, not all of the products, but a good portion of the products in that kit. And I had the one time that I was getting ready to enroll a young girl, and she was, I really thought she was gonna go $35 and maybe an oil. It was that way. And Mark's like, well, here's the Natural Solutions Kit, because we were going through the oils, and I was just like cringing. I was like, oh, no, you can't say that. And she bought the Natural Solutions Kit. So it's
for me, the Natural Solutions Kit is a no-brainer. I mean, it has everything that you can possibly need to get started with essential oil. As a diffuser, everybody wants a diffuser. I mean, it doesn't matter who you talk to. Most people say, I want to eventually get a diffuser. Well, you've already got one there. You've already got a pretty little box. doTERRA did such a good job putting this whole thing together. And a lot of times people are saying, well, yeah, those supplements look good, but they're kind of expensive. Well, guess what? You get them in this kit, and they're already there. So there's just so many things that they've thrown in there together to make that. It is a no-brainer to get that kit, plus the $100 starting at 15%, plus $100 worth of product the month after if you order another 100. So and then plus right now you get a bunch of free oils. Mm-hmm. So it's, to me, you're crazy not to. And I explain it pretty much that way, and people buy it.
So that's that.
So I have something really quick to say about the Natural Solutions Kit, though. Whenever we were doing that promo, that was between when you signed up in August, and then you also set up your 100 PV LRP for September, then you would get the free LLV. We had a hard time even coming up with oils to put on her LRP for September, because the Natural Solutions Kit truly was covering everything that an oil newbie wanted to start with. I mean, we eventually ordered some things, don't worry. And we got that LRP set up, but it was tricky. I was like, I don't know. Like, you literally have everything that I use every day now.
Yeah.
But luckily for you, in September, the new oils came out. So they had some new ones to choose from. So
But so one of the things that I encourage people, especially if they're on a budget and they want to use those points to be able to get free product. So it's I talk about gut health and move into that gut health education as soon as possible. So there's a lot of things that people use oils for that we can help them with solutions for those symptoms. But if we move into the gut health conversation, then we can teach them to use the gut health products. And hopefully if they can get healthy in that regard, then some of their symptoms will subside anyway. But so what I encourage people to do is use their money for, like, the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the different supplements that you can purchase in there, and accumulate those points to be able to get their oils, because the points are dollar for dollar with the oils. So you use your cash for the products and then get free oils. So that's my thought on that.
Question not related to question and answer session. Have you heard anything
Okay.
about when they're going to have Copaiba back?
It's only within,
they said it was only supposed to be like a week.
Yeah, it's still not available. I looked tonight.
It should be any time then, because they said it was only supposed to be like a week that it was going to be gone.
yeah, it should be soon.
Okay. Yeah, because I need some more, and I have one of my downline that needs some.
Yeah, hopefully it will be soon. It's amazing how popular that was, so that's awesome.
Iris here, and I am finding that Copaiba is almost as beneficial in so many different ways as frankincense. It's my new
Yeah, that's what I'm-
frankincense.
A lot of people are saying.
Yeah,
A lot of people are saying that.
that's awesome.
So you use Copaiba and frankincense together, should be good to go, right?
I like Copaiba and peppermint
Hmm.
for my
I
headache.
do the Copaiba and peppermint under my tongue.
Yeah, I do it on the back of my neck for a headache.
Awesome.
What do you do that for, honey?
Under my tongue?
Yeah, for what? Why do you do that?
For mood, to support my thyroid. Mostly
First part
to,
of that didn't work today.
I didn't do it.
Oh. Ah. Consistency.
Bite me.
I have a quick question. This is Janet. So I've heard some people call it, we were at the Dallas Post Convention, and Al Garcia called it Copaiba, and some people are calling it Copaiba. So what is the correct pronunciation?
I've heard Emily say Copaiba, so whatever Emily says, that's what I say.
Okay.
I don't-
That makes sense.
It's Copaiba.
Yeah, we had this.
It's Copaiba in Brazil. It's with the Spanish, not Spanish. What do they speak in Brazil? Portuguese? Anyway, Copaiba
Yeah.
is that pronunciation. Copaiba is the English pronunciation.
Yeah, that makes sense. We had the same thing with Arbavite. When they released Arbavite, it was like, okay, so how do you say this? So.
And Cassia.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cassia.
Yeah, Emily says Cassia. I still say Cassia. But, all right, any other questions?
And Gala and Gala.
Any other questions?
So you guys were talking about the holidays coming up and preparing 4 teams, and I know that Joni has been doing a lot of mentoring for us, and Karina has, and you all have. So, I mean, we have a lot of good support, and wanted to thank you a lot for that. And for the BOGOs that are coming up too, they're usually, you said, in November, and then Frankenstein.
They had some last year. We don't know for sure either one of those until the 1st of November and the 1st of December if they're going to have them again. But if history repeats itself, they will happen.
Yeah, December is the frankincense promotion. That is what they usually do. So
That's been that way for 6 years. Frankincense in December. The BOGOs, I think last year was the first year for BOGOs in November, but who knows?
Okay. And so when you do the
and
BOGOs, when you promote the BOGOs, like if I can, I mean, on my page or when I'm talking, should I let them know that this is a possibility, my team, so that they know to prepare for that? Or like you guys are preparing us for the possibility? I mean, that would be probably the logical thing to do, right?
yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that this is something that they've done in the past. So let's just kind of be prepared, and if they do it, then we won't be caught with their pants down. Sorry.
November 1st is the release of all of the Christmas oils from the catalog.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong at all with talking about that. Actually, there's some people that do like a big deal with the BOGOs. Like they get their teams together, and I am drawing a complete blank of what they do. Kenzie, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, a lot of times with the BOGO, they'll team up. So if you have like 4 people in your area, doTERRA usually lets us buy 5 of the BOGOs. So you each take a turn. Like one day you buy 5, the next day the other person buys 5. And that way it just helps, everyone get in on that.
Yeah. So there's some leaders that do that hardcore. Laura Sona is one of them that I know of. I don't know. I know that there's other leaders. I just know that she does it because she was telling me about it the one time. So that's something to look into as well. So you can really just pull your people together and be able to really maximize the incentives that they're doing.
Don't the BOGOs usually start in the middle of the month, Kenzie, or?
Every BOGO that I've ever been involved with is always after the 15th.
Yeah. Yeah, usually they start out the month, like they'll start the month in November with the Christmas catalog and all that stuff and the free oil of the month. But I think everyone I've ever seen starts in the middle of the month. But it's usually in March and November, I think, isn't it? It has been.
We've already had 2 BOGOs this year so far, but they could do another one.
Yeah, I don't know. So that was a long answer, Janet. So, but definitely it's just keeping that dialogue open and talking about the possibilities and just don't be afraid to talk. Just don't do guarantees.
Yeah. Thank you all.
You betcha.
On the no guarantee, when I present the holiday guide for doTERRA's holiday guide, I tell them that it is a limited supply and it needs to be ordered immediately. Otherwise, there's no guarantee that they will get it, because it definitely is limited supply, and there's people that don't do that, and then they have.
Yeah. Kenzie, let's see your Bambino.
Here he is. Don't wake him up. I'll kill you.
We're a long ways away. He's so cute.
Thanks.
He is so cute. You guys are a quiet bunch tonight.
No questions? Come on, you guys.
Wait,
For real? Small
how many-
group.
how many
Well-
people are utilizing the weekly education on Romy's Oilers Cafe? How many are aware of it?
I am, but you know that already.
I keep forgetting.
Well, we have only done it one Thursday, and it was a great turnout. So just pass the word for that. It's going to be cool. Kenzie, you can stop recording if you want, please.